Blog Talk Radio. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Stress is Stressing Me Out podcast. I am your host, Maki Adeyemi, and today we're going to be talking about ditching job stress. Have you ever said my work stress is driving me nuts, is driving me crazy? Do you ever feel that way? I know I have. In fact, when I was starting out as a teacher, I took 2 weeks off. I used all of my sick days and then some. I really believe I was heading towards or ready to burn out. So here are some stats. These stats are from last year, 2020, and it says 80% of employees reported feeling stressed at work sometimes, and 60% of absenteeism was associated with stress in some way. See if you can answer yes to some of these questions. Do you feel emotionally exhausted for many days? Do you find yourself getting more irritable than usual? Are you finding that your focus is not as sharp as usual? Are you finding that you are getting less productive than usual? Are you losing the job satisfaction you used to have? See if you can say yes to some of those questions. So what is job stress? According to the Centers for Disease Control, or the CDC, they say job stress can be defined as the harmful physical and emotional responses that occur when the requirements of the job do not match the capabilities, resources, or needs of the worker. Job stress can lead to poor health and even injury. So what are the symptoms of job stress? Headaches, back problems, depression, insomnia, impulsivity, and suicidal ideation. So what can you do to ditch stress at the job? There is a technique anyone can use, no matter where the stress is coming from. 3 little letters. What are they? I will reveal them to you on the other side of the break. So what are these 3 letters that can help us with stress? They are CPR. We know CPR is used to rescue someone in cardiac arrest, but this is not that. This CPR stands for or means calm, process, and respond. This formula can revive someone from mentally passing out due to stress. And this is not my development. This was developed by a woman named Dr. Rosina Lacani. I think I'm saying that right. She wrote a book published in 2018 called Stress to Joy. So how is this used? So let's say, for example, your boss or your bosses have high expectations for you, but you as an individual have an even higher expectation of yourself to the point you don't feel you are good enough, and now you are stressed out. So let's start with the letter C, which stands for calm. It stands for calming yourself. Calm yourself down using either meditation, relaxation, breathing, yoga, exercises, mindfulness, or however you choose to de-stress. P stands for process. When we process, we think about it, your thoughts and your feelings. In this example, the stress here is coming from the person's high expectations of themselves. So you process and figure out what it is that is causing you stress at the job. R stands for respond. When we respond, we acknowledge that we are stressed and what the stress is, and then we adjust. So you figure out what you're going to do to change the situation. You can develop goals for yourself. You can delegate tasks more. You can even ask for help. Is this something that you can try? I'm going to try this technique this week and see what will happen. It could be something that I can use long term. So what do you think? What are your thoughts? Email me at sismo1875@gmail.com. Tweet me at stressingism. You can find this podcast at Spotify, Stitcher, Google Plays, TuneIn, and Blog Talk Radio. Until next week, let not your heart be troubled. Relax. Yeah, I do too.